All right, man. Today's topic is on Alycia Baumgardner. She's the undisputed champion still, and a lot of us already know she tested positive for the banned substance Mysterolone. It was found in her A and B sample, and the WBC cleared Alycia Baumgardner, and she was put on a probational period for 1 year. Her last fight was July 12th, 2023, and today is July 11th, 2024. And so by tomorrow, her probation period will be over, and she'll more than likely be able to explore options to face an opponent. More than likely, it'll probably be an opponent that is ranked high in the WBC. Um, the last thing I knew of, as far as her division, um, was Delphine Persoon. She was supposed to be up next to fight for those belts. She was the mandatory, I believe, in the WBA. So I don't know if they're going to entertain that option for Alycia Baumgardner coming off this 1 year suspension or probational period. There has really been no statements made from the other sanctioning organizations on what they're going to do with Alycia Baumgardner. There's haven't been no reports of her being stripped of her titles from the other sanctioning bodies. I'm not shocked that the WBC gave Alycia Baumgardner just they basically gave her a pass. They didn't strip her. No sanctioning body or um, nor did the what you call it Michigan Athletic State Commission or Detroit Athletic State Commission what you call it rule her fight a no contest with Christina Leonardo. None of that has happened. There was really no harsh consequences, no fine, you know, and I've seen, I want to bring up this situation with Ryan or how Ryan was dealt with. The WBC initially did not, inflict consequences on Ryan. He didn't get in trouble for the performance enhancing drugs. Now, the New York State Athletic Commission did their job. They suspended him, they fined him, and he's on a 1 year suspension. That was issued by the New York State Athletic Commission. But the WBC did not punish Ryan. They didn't have any issue, or they didn't make any statements to explain how they felt about Ryan cheating. They actually were in Ryan's defense somewhat, and it wasn't until Ryan came out making these racist remarks towards the black community that was when they stepped up and said that we don't condone any kind of discrimination of any kind. And that was when they put Ryan on a leave of absence, or they banned him from any type of competition in the WBC. So we're going to have to wait and see what the WBC does with that. But they let Ryan make it with the basically Osterine. They didn't put any consequences on him, even though WBC is known for implementing the clean boxing program via the voluntary anti-doping agency VADA. But Alycia Baumgardner was only put on probation. She was supposed to go or undergo random testing from her own pockets. She was supposed to put up the money to be thoroughly randomly tested throughout this probational period. Now, I don't know if she has been tested, but that's what the whole agreement was supposed to be under this probational period with the WBC. Now, I'm all about being fair, you know. Now, it's crazy because a lot of people like to approach this content creating thing or this blogging thing or boxing talk with different angles. Some people have race angles, you know. Some people have what you call it, bias angles, you know. And in the sense of, in the case of Alycia Baumgardner, because of how she looks, her parents and the sexuality, a lot of people didn't take well to the failed performance enhancing drug test. And a lot of people were hesitant or didn't even blame Alycia at all for being a dirty fighter. Same circumstances, nothing different from like with the Ryan situation. Ryan failed his A sample. They tested the B sample. They found that to be dirty as well. Same thing with Alycia. Ryan lied and said that oh, it's a conspiracy. Oh, they just don't want to see the Mexicans on top. Alycia says, you know, they see how I look, and they see my rise in the sport, so they trying to stop me. She had all this to say about the Eddie Hearn Matchroom, and made it like there's some agenda to knock her off her level. You know, so it was a lot. There's a lot of parallels. The only difference is Ryan had some consequences, and Alycia didn't. You know, now because Alycia is a African American or something like that, does that mean that I'm supposed to defend her? No, it's all about being fair. You know, and a lot of people on this YouTube shit, when it pertains to this topic, a clean sport, they have not been keeping the same energy. They pick and choose when they want to speak up about fighters trying to give themselves an edge. But if it's fighters that they like, it could be a fighter that's the same ethnicity. A lot of times they won't even speak on it because they feel like they're betraying their own or something like that. And that's the problem with this sport. It's too much tribalism, too much bias, and too much idol worship. You got these athletes that are dedicating themselves to the sport. It's a brutal sport, and it should be common sense that if someone gives themselves an illegal advantage, they should be there should be an outrage. There should be backlash. Fans should be applying the same type of smoke to them as anyone else in any other sport, because cheaters should be frowned upon in any situation. It's amazing that in the sport of boxing, people want to make up excuses for cheaters. But we all know, we was even brought up in school and taught that cheating is a no-go. You know, um, if somebody cheats on their test, you know, and they say, "Hey, man, he only cheated for one answer. It wasn't the whole answer. It was only one answer, man. So what does that mean? It's no way that cheating on one answer could have helped him on a whole test. You know, would that fly in a classroom? Would a teacher be accepting of that kind of excuse? You know, um, there's an agenda. Somebody got something against me. My teacher got something against me. You know, that shit don't fly in the real world or in other situations. But in sport of boxing, they'll say stuff like, "It was only a little bit. It was a small amount. It didn't even really give him an advantage." You know, and in Alycia Baumgardner's case, the drug that she was using, Fisterolone, is a very powerful performance enhancing drug, powerful steroid. And she still has not been able to prove how it even got in the system. And if it was contaminated, we need evidence. You know, But based off information that has come out on how VADA collects the samples and how the athletes are supposed to seal it themselves and whoop de whoop, there's no possible way. It's a very, very low percentage chance that in transit to get tested at the water facilities that it can get contaminated because the urine or the blood is sealed. But a lot of you, just like y'all did with Ryan, stood up for Alycia Baumgardner. And just like Ryan, Alycia started trolling. She started taking to social media to she trolled Clarissa Shields, trying to call out a fighter that she knows she can't fuck with. Ryan did the same shit. After he popped, he want to call out Errol Spence. He want to call out Sebastian Fedora. You see the pattern of these cheaters? You know, they swear up and down they're innocent, but now all of a sudden they got this Superman confidence to challenge the best 2 or 3 weight classes above them. So I don't buy none of this garbage excuses from Ryan. I don't buy the garbage excuses from Alycia Baumgardner. You know, but like I stated, and there's a article, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. As of tomorrow, July the 12th, her probation will be ended. So where would she go from here? You know, would the fans still have this major support for her? You know, because she likes to come out wearing these, the type of outfits she wear, and you know, putting up a whole bunch of eye candy on her IG, and doing the nice dances and stuff that the fellas like to see, and all that stuff, all that old stuff, man. We can't keep allowing these cheaters just because they're entertaining or because they know how to use their social media platform to get away with not being fair, not doing it the fair way. So we're gonna see who our next opponent is. We're gonna see how they handle the situation going forward with Alycia Baumgardner, because in my humble opinion, um, things will never be the same for Alycia. She's a cheater, and going forward, I think every opponent should ensure that there's some testing going on. If it's not VADA, it better be random Olympic style drug testing, because this chick be swole like a motherfucker. She swear up and down it's all natural. You know what I mean? But her A and B sample determined that shit is a lie. So y'all give y'all thoughts on Alycia Baumgardner, her return possibly this year. Maybe it'll be Delphine Persoon, because I believe she's the most deserving opponent in her weight class. She's been on the sideline waiting for her opportunity. So I think Delphine Persoon need to get that shot next. Alycia Baumgardner will probably swerve her though. She'll probably look for a tune-up. And I just hope that it's some VADA testing in her next fight. So y'all give y'all thoughts below. I'm the Black Horseman. Peace.